Typhlosion the Unrivaled is coming to Terra Raid battles in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet tomorrow night, and I'd like to go over some possible counters for it. So the first Pokemon I'd like to talk about is Annihilate. Now, Annihilate is for the people who don't have ChiYu yet. So if you do have ChiYu, just skip to the ChiYu section. Skip to this timestamp here on the screen. You don't need to hear about Annihilate. But with Annihilate, I'm going to have it have Night Slash, Rage Fist, Screech, and Bulk Up. And it's going to have the Defiant ability, and it's going to hold a Shell Bell item. So what all of that is going to do is primarily you're going to want to be screeching before the Terra Shield goes up. And then you want to just use Rage Fist as much as possible. Rage Fist starts at 50 base power, and it increases by 50 base power up to 350 every time Annihilate gets hit. So that's going to be really useful for damage, super effective damage on the Terra Ghost type Typhlosion, as well as that Shell Bell is going to get a lot of recovery, because the Shell Bell restores 1/8 of the damage dealt by the user whenever it attacks. So the more damage you do, the more health you're going to recover. And Night Slash, just because this Annihilate is going to be Terra Dark. Make sure this thing is Terra Dark and it knows Night Slash, so that when Typhlosion does Terrastalize, you can Terra Dark and you are now resisting its ghost moves. And you can also pull off, super effective Night Slashes that are Terra boosted and also go through the Terra Shield because you will be Terrastalized. So that's the point of Night Slash. But for the most part, you're going to be wanting to Screech, Bulk Up, and Rage Fist, and only use Night Slash when Typhlosion puts its Terra Shield up. And also when it puts its shield up, make sure to bulk up a few times if you have enough health. Obviously, I don't have a strat yet for it because the event's not out. It's going to be out tomorrow night. So more info on that once the raid comes out. I'm going to test it out on stream if I'm going to be live when the raid drops, so I can see if this strat actually works. Now, this is the counter that I think is going to be the best one. So I highly recommend getting ChiYu. It's not going to be that hard. You just gather the 8 stakes scattered across the region. I'll leave a link to the Cerebi page for all of ChiYu's stakes in the description below, so that you can collect all those stakes if you don't have them yet. So once you have ChiYu, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to invest 252 EVs in special attack, 252 EVs in special defense. Now, Beads of Ruin, ChiYu's ability, does not lower the user's special defense, only the surrounding Pokemon, so the allies and the opponent. So this is going to be really useful in tandem with ChiYu's super high special attack stat, as well as the moves that it's going to be using, which are Nasty Plot, Snarl, and Dark Pulse. And this thing is also going to be Terra Dark, so make sure you change it to Terra Dark. So what your game plan is going to be is turn 1, well, first 3 turns, just use Nasty Plot, or use Dark Pulse when you need to. And I'm going to say this right now, put the Shell Bell on ChiYu as well. Shell Bell is like the go-to 7-star raid item right now, unless you're doing a Miraidon strat for Decidueye, in which case use the... whatever. Shell Bell, use the Shell Bell, don't use anything else. If you use anything else, you're throwing. So put the Shell Bell on it. It's going to have the same properties as, or the same purpose as with Annihilate. It's just going to restore a ton of HP when you do damage. And this Terra Dark Pulse, when Typhlosion puts up its Terra Shield, is going to be especially good because you're going to be getting basically double stab from it. So instead of stab doing a 1.5 times boost to Dark Pulse's damage and to Snarl's damage, it's going to have a 2 times boost. And that, coupled with the fact that it's, you're Terrastalized, it's going through the Terra Shield, it's going to be doing a ton of damage if you're even just +2, but preferably +4 or +6. Now, Snarl, what that does is it guarantees that you're going to lower the opponent's special attack by 1 stage every time it's used. So not only is it a super effective special attack so it's going to be doing more damage because of Nasty Plot and Beads of Ruin. It's also going to be hindering Typhlosion's attacks because Typhlosion is a special attacker. I don't think this thing is going to have many, if any, physical attacks on it. So, carry Snarl, Dark Pulse, Nasty Plot, and Light Screen for extra coverage. Well, not coverage, but just extra assurance. Maybe set up a Light Screen turn 1, then set up your Nasty Plots, then start throwing out Snarls, you know? Because ChiYu is a fairly frail Pokemon, so you're going to be wanting to make it as buff as possible, as quickly as possible. So I think the strat for ChiYu is going to be Light Screen turn 1, Nasty Plot turn 2, Snarl, Snarl, Snarl until you can Terrastalize, then start using Dark Pulse, and then use another Nasty Plot maybe at some point in there if you have enough health. But basically what you're going to be doing is just Light Screen, Snarl, Terrastalize, and that's it. Terrastalize into Terra Dark. And I did say in yesterday's video that I was going to try to come up with a Ting-Lu set. I am currently looking at the Ting-Lu set I came up with, and it's not good. It's not good. This Ting-Lu has Payback, Throat Chop, Heavy Slam, and Bulldoze with Assault Vest. This is not good. Do not use Ting-Lu. I know I said that Ting-Lu was going to be the good one yesterday, but don't do it. ChiYu is going to be better because Beads of Ruin doesn't hinder its own special defense. So that's going to be it for me for today. I'll probably upload a video on what to do to counter this raid tomorrow night once it drops. So be sure to watch that when it comes out. It's going to be, the link will be right there. Right there. The link will be right there in the iCard. So just click that and watch that video for how to easily solo the raid when the raid does actually come out, because I do have to do the testing. It's all hypothetical. So other than that, thank you all for watching the video, and I'll see you guys next time.